This is Allie, and we're gonna do a very small plant tour. And by small, I mean like very small, because I don't have room for a lot of plants, which is devastating. So my chives, look how wild they are. They need a haircut, actually. Let's trim them up. You know, I love chives mostly because I put them in my breakfast. I eat a ton of eggs, like every morning. My breakfast is 3 scrambled eggs. And I like to put things like, I usually chop up red peppers, maybe a little bit of onions, some mushrooms, and chives, but they're wild and I don't know what to do with them. So if anybody actually knows how to trim this plant well, you should let me know. And then this is my strawberry plant. I just trimmed this guy up. I don't know if it's actually gonna grow any strawberries, sadly. It did have 2 on it shortly after I bought it a couple weeks ago, but it was not up on the deck and something ate them, and I haven't seen a strawberry since. This is my basil, which I love basil. We put it on all kinds of things. Anytime we cook anything Italian, Darren makes homemade sauce and we use a ton of that. I mean, he like demolishes half the plant whenever he makes sauce. And lastly, my dill is finally growing. I love dill. If you guys have my cookbook, you know one of my most favorite things in there is my dill pickle chicken salad. So I use dill for that. Come on, chunky buns. And sadly, we don't have a ton of space for a garden, which I would absolutely love. I had a couple of raised planters there a couple of years ago during COVID. I was trying my luck with like lettuce and green beans and things, and I think I got a little bit lazy, but then also, even though this is all fenced in, something ate all of my lettuce. Do squirrels eat lettuce?
I would imagine if I was a squirrel, I'd eat lettuce. I don't know if that helps, but.
Yeah, well, they swing from my bird feeder like it's a Kennywood ride, so I feel like they eat anything. And then this is my most proud plant right now. This is my cherry tomato plant. It's just one of them. It's like tripled in size in 7 days, but I don't know, there's no cherry tomatoes on it yet. And then this one's so sad. This looks more like a flower pot, but there's actually, look at these little baby Romas. I need help though. Look, it's growing tiny little Romas. You see them? Look how small. Look how tiny this little plant is. There's 4 of them in here. And they're all growing little Romas, but I don't know how that tiny little plant is gonna support them, so. I probably need to look up what to do with those. I think something's wrong with them. They haven't grown since I planted them. That's my tiny little garden. It's all I have room for. And someday, I think Darren and I are gonna buy like 15 acres of land and build a house, and I'm gonna have the biggest garden that I've ever had in my entire life and grow all of my own food, because the food here in the States is terrible.